long time ago, you had a big emotion and someone handed you some food and said, this will make you feel better, and it did. And things continue to happen in your life that made you have big emotions, and you had learned that food was the solution. And now you're an adult and you're still managing your emotions with food. Maybe you're like me and you have food in your mouth before you even know you have an emotion. Then you've got to this place where maybe your body isn't so happy anymore. You've had so many emotions that your body is now struggling, and you decide that you're going to do some lifestyle changes. You're going to do some different things. But no matter what happens, every time, it could be 3 days or 3 weeks or 3 months down the road, you have something that happens and you turn to food to manage the emotion that came with it. And then what follows immediately after is shame, because what you tell yourself is that, see, I don't have willpower. See, I can't do this. Why am I wasting my time trying to get healthy? I can't even do this for this long. And the shame kicks in, and the self-talk that is not helpful tells you that you just screwed up again, and that's just to be expected because you're a screw up. At least that's what my brain sounded like. In order for you to be able to stick to lifestyle changes consistently enough to make a change, is you have to release the shame that happens when you feed your emotion. Yes, we can work on skills to help you deal with emotions differently. That's really important. But you need to know that there will never be a point, at least not in your near future, where sometimes you don't end up feeding an emotion. And you have to approach that with compassion. You have to be able to say to yourself, that's how I learned how to manage my emotions. That emotion was just too big. I wasn't ready to handle it, and it's okay. And you can say to yourself, I fed that emotion. Now I'm aware of that emotion. I'm handling that emotion, and it's okay. And then you get back on track. Whether that's the next meal or a couple days later, depending on how big that emotion is, you know that you deserve to feel good. You know that you know how to feel good, and you've processed that emotion so you can come back to how you're eating. But if you keep letting the shame re-trigger you, then you're not going to be able to come back to the things that work for your body in any small amount of time, because you just keep re-triggering the same emotion that had you turn to food. Inside my Wellness Collective, I am helping women do this. And it is so powerful when I get to see a woman have a big emotion, feed her emotion, and say, you know what, that's okay. Do you know what happened? The next morning I woke up and I went back to what worked for my body, because they know that they're worth the work. They know that they're worth the effort, and they're not giving up. If you want to be in a community with women who have a ton of grit and perseverance and that are committed to becoming the healthiest version of themselves, then reach out to me and I can tell you more about it.